Hey, it's Dave with ARS-TV. We're out here at Villa Olivia for the Chicago Next Gen Camaro Club's first meet of the year. We've got some great cars out here. There's some Nicky cars here. There's a Transformer car. Let's check it out and see what we got going on. All right, hey, I'm here with Bill, and he is the president of the Next Gen Camaro Club in Chicago, and he's got a pretty cool car here. Tell me about the club first. How long have you guys been around?
Chicago 5th Gen Camaro Club's been around since 2009. We're also known as Chicago Next Gen. After the 6th generation Camaros came into the fold, we opened our arms with and said, come on into the organization. We're the premier modern Camaro muscle club in the Chicagoland area.
Now, you've got a pretty cool car here. This looks something from a movie. What is it all about?
This we're very proud of this car. This car we've tried to do the motif in the Transformer movie, the Bumblebee. The kids get a real kick out of it. During the car shows, the little character will talk to the kids when they walk up to the window, and we make the car talk to them. And this car's brought home quite a few trophies. It's brought home first place at the National Camaro Festivals a couple years in a row, and we take it all over the car shows.
Well, it's a beautiful car. We're glad that you're organizing something that's good for everybody and good for the entire sport. Thanks for talking with us today. Now we're going to go check out some more cars.
We appreciate you guys coming out here and showcasing all these beautiful machines. Thank you very much.
Hey, I'm here with Jim Bledsoe, and you've got a ZL1 here, and beautiful car from the factory, but you did something really special to make it a lot bigger performing vehicle. Tell me about the car itself.
Yeah, it was original ZL1. Had, 800 miles on it. And took it to Nicky. Went in for a stage 1, came out with a stage 2.
Now, a stage 2 package came out with how many horsepower?
830.
830 horsepower on the street. Is that manageable in a street car?
It is with traction control on. You take the traction control off, yeah, it's a handful.
Well, great. It's a great car. Thanks for talking with us, and I hope you enjoy this for years to come.
I will. Thank you.
All right, hey, I'm here with Matt Peckham, and he is the vice president, also the main tuner at Nicky Performance. Tell us about the car you brought out today.
This is our 2013 ZL1 convertible. It's got our Stage 2 package, 800 horsepower, our Stage 2 cam, ported heads, supercharger pulleys, Cook's headers, stock exhaust. We leave the stock chambered exhaust on, and we like the way it sounds. And this is an automatic transmission. This car runs mid-10s in the quarter mile with a convertible, full street trim, full interior, stock wheels with just a set of drag radials. So this is our pretty common package for us on the ZL1s. It produces a nice horsepower number, produces a good, nice quarter mile time for a street car. You can drive across the country with the air conditioning running.
Now, as well as the performance package, you do a lot of appearance packages on this with the striping and stuff. Can a customer come in and pretty much get anything that they want as far as appearance?
Yeah, we do full exterior mods also. So this has our carbon fiber stripe, our Nicky stripe. We also do custom interior work, custom stitching. We can do custom embroidery on the seats, on the door panels, basically anywhere in the car. So we also have, this car also has our Nicky package badges. We offer those for customers that purchase our Nicky packages. So yeah, like I said, we can do, like this one has our windshield banner on it, but we can do any exterior mods also. Custom paint, we do custom wheels, we do custom powder coating on the wheels, custom brakes, custom painting on the brake calipers. So pretty much anything we can do on the car. We can touch any part of the car, mechanical and exterior, appearance mods. So.
And as far as tuning goes, you're not just a Chevrolet tuner. I've seen some Mopars in there, also some Hellcats and stuff. Are you expanding in that line of being able to tune other vehicles also?
Yeah, GM is kind of our bread and butter. Obviously, Camaros for sure, Corvettes, but we also do Mustangs and Mopar. We've actually been getting into the Hellcat market over the past couple of years, and we're one of the first places in the country to actually offer flex fuel tuning on Hellcats. So the last Hellcat I had on our dyno, we had the more conservative pulley setup for longevity on the supercharger, and that car on E85 made 880 to the rear tire. So that's kind of another package we're proud of on the Hellcats. It's obviously Hellcats are really popular these days, so we have been working through those, and we do a lot of Mopars. In the shop right now we have a 2017 Challenger we're doing a supercharger on, and that'll have our custom tuning with a set of headers on it. So basically we're covering all big three, Chevy, Ford, Dodge.
Awesome. You're doing great work. You've got a great reputation out there. Keep it up, and we're proud to know you, man.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, I'm here with Chris, and he also has a Nicky Camaro. This is, it looks pretty much bone stock, but I guess under the hood you got something a little bit more. Tell me a little bit about it, Chris.
Yeah, so cold air intake, got a coolant reserve. It's got a dual fan heat exchanger, new injectors, all new belts and pulleys, full Nicky tune, whole bunch of other little parts and pieces that help her kind of run nice and smooth. But I'm extremely happy with it. I finally got to take her out last week for the first time, and runs like a dream. I couldn't be happier.
So this is fairly new to you then. It's not
yeah.
something. Okay, did you buy this car brand new?
I bought it used. Had about 7,000 miles on it when I bought it, but she was bone stock, and just entrusted her to Stefano and his team and let them work their magic.
So how much horsepower did you get out of this?
Right now she's got about 627 horsepower to the wheels and 613 torque.
How manageable is that on the street? I mean, 600 horsepower is a lot more than what they're putting out in daily drivers. How is that on the street?
It's pretty good. I mean, you've got to be careful. Obviously, safety first. You got to make sure you've got good tires on there. I've got Nitto tires and the Z28 wheels as well, so that helps. But I think the next upgrade will be some drag radials to make sure she really sticks to the ground. But as long as you're cautious, she drives just fine on the street.
Awesome. Great looking car. Thanks for talking with us today, and we hope you have a great summer.
Yeah, thank you very much. I look forward to being a great part of this organization and seeing you guys out all summer.
All right, I'm out here with Dawn, and Dawn has a very nice stock appearing vehicle. And Dawn, tell me about this car. Maybe how long have you had it?
So I bought it in March of 2015, and so I've got about just under 25,000 miles on it because, I buy my car to drive. I know a lot of people, they'll put it away, but I love to drive. So I wanted to do something special to recognize our military and our veterans and their families because of all the sacrifice that they make. I do some volunteering in that regard, and so I wanted to do something special. So I did it in the engine compartment. So that's so I love my SS 2013 SS, and have such a wonderful time with the 5th gen group here, the next generation, and I'm so glad that we're out here finally on a beautiful day.
Yep. Well, it looks great. We're proud that you're actually supporting the veterans groups out there, and thank you for being out here.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Okay. All right, I'm out here with Jim, and Jim's got a beautiful red car here. This Camaro, unbelievable under the hood. Tell me about the car. How long have you had it?
We've had it since 2010. We bought it new, and started doing mods on it after the first year. Started with headers and exhaust, and then changed out the car from an L99 to an LS3. Did custom paint on it. So it's got all the custom paint from Countryside Customs. And it runs 11.7 and a quarter.
Oh, so you've had some track time with this.
Yes, we have, yeah.
And what kind of horsepower are you getting out of it?
We get 441 at the rear and 413 torque.
Okay, so that's pretty manageable on the street then, right?
It is, yeah, and it's still naturally aspirated. We didn't want to go with a blower. We wanted to keep the cam and the lope and the old school sound.
Okay.
Did Foose wheels on it, decelerator rotors, and changed out the brakes to EBC reds. Okay. So it does well.
All right. Well, it looks great. We're glad you're out here. Finally, we've got a day we can be out with our cars.
No snow.
No snow.
No snow.
Yeah.
I was going to bring Murano last week and just open the hood.
Yeah, I hear you.
Let everybody look at the dirty engine.
I hear you. All right, Jim, well, thanks for talking with us, and
Thank you.
we're proud to be a part of your organization now.
Thank you. It's good to have you.
All right, I'm out here with Pat, and you've got an Inferno Orange Camaro here. This is a convertible model, and it looks like you got some performance upgrades. Tell me about your car.
It's a 2013 ZL1. Ordered it all stock from the factory with every option available. And then I ran into Stefano Bimby, and I went down to his shop, and I said, well, we got to do a little tune-up here. So we first did the stage 1 pulleys and some different things to it to jump the horsepower from 580 to 620. And I think it was 6 months later I heard the other one, the stage 2. I said, that just sounds too good. So we went to the stage 2 with the heads, the cam, and the dyno tuning, and bigger cooling capacity, everything else.
What kind of power do you have it with it right now?
850, 768 to the rear wheels.
Okay.
740 torque.
And with the tune that it has, is it manageable on the street?
Yes, it is. Very manageable. And you know what I like about it is if I keep my foot out of it, I can get close to 18 on the highway miles per gallon with it.
With 850 horsepower?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome. Well, you know what? I wouldn't mind hearing this thing run. Why don't you fire it up and we'll take it around back and listen to the exhaust. That is a nice sounding car.
Yes, it is. It's pretty nice. Drag race, I would never do drag racing or go over the speed limit or anything like that, but, you know.
I hear you.
When you pull up next to someone and they listen to it, they all look and say, oh, what the heck? They don't even think about it. If they do, then you got to put them in their place a little bit, if it's a nice road.
I hear you. All right, Jim, the car looks great. It sounds awesome. Thanks for talking with us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, hey, this is Tony, and Tony, you've got an awesome looking black Camaro here. You've got some Lambo doors, you got custom paint. Tell me about the car.
It's a 2011 Chevy Camaro, twin turbo. I did the turbos myself, and I had Nicky Camaro tune for me. As you can see, there's a lot of things in there, but those are the big things. My pride and joy.
I hear you. Now you've got some custom paint under here. What is what actually is this? You've got some skulls. You've got.
It's the Transformer Last Night.
Okay.
Under the hood, and then Respect All, Fear None as the motto.
As the motto.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Now you've got twin turbos on here. We see a lot of guys with superchargers. Is this manageable on the street? How much power do you have?
530 to the tires.
Okay.
It's manageable, but you know, it'll break the tires, so I spin a lot.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for talking with us, and appreciate you being part of the club.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm here with Emilio, and he's got a pretty unique Nicky car. This was the number 21 car, which they named the Blackjack car. Did you plan on that?
No, I actually came in to see Stefano back in '09, and I thought I was just going to get an airbox kit and some exhaust. And before I knew it, I went into a stage 2S. But I didn't know it. But I'm very glad that I actually took the opportunity to build up my Camaro.
Okay, now you've not just only have performance package, you've got a nice appearance package with this Blackjack car. I noticed you got some headrests that have some cards on it, and what else has he done to this?
What Mr. Bimby did is we had the true carbon fiber hood, a true functional intake. We changed out the leather with Tuscany leather, and tail leather was just two-tone. The Ace Jack cards came from being a serialized number 21. Okay, so when we sat down and decided to find out what we want to put in my car, we found out it was going to be a serialized number 21. So I kind of made a joke and said, hey, let's just call it the Blackjack, and he allowed me to go with it, and that's how we designed it.
Well, beautiful car. Thanks for bringing it out, and thanks for talking to us today.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Kiana, and you've got a very unique Camaro here. It's a Brickyard 400 car. Tell me about the car and maybe about the purchase of it and how you got it.
Okay. Well, we went to Salem, Indiana, and bought the car. What they typically do with the festival car is they take it to an auction, and then they turn around and the dealership buys, all of these cars from the auction. And so we went to Salem, Indiana. We picked this thing up. They originally took the door sticker off, you can see here, so we decided to mod it a little bit to bring it back to the Brickyard performance that you would expect. So we went ahead and we wanted to stay in keeping with the flag theme and the waving flag theme, so we have gone here, you can see under the hood, and created the look here on the strut bar, and then also on the air cleaner. And then we've also gone ahead and created, more of the Brickyard theme on our engine cover as well. We've had it modded out with a cam from Nicky Performance. We've got it tune ported, heads. We brought the theme of the checkered flag back into the car itself. And, with the checkered flag on the radio and then down the side of the console and things like that.
All right, so hey, I'm here with Anthony, and he's got a naturally aspirated car, and it's stage 1, all black. Tell me about your car and maybe the love of it.
All right, so it bought it brand new in October 2015, bone stock, and since then it's been to Nicky Performance several times. And as its current state right now, it has the full Nicky Stage 1 cam, upgraded trunnions as well, fast intake, 102 manifold, ported throttle body, rotofab cold air intake, Cook's headers. Stefano at Nicky just did the drive shaft shop 1,000 horsepower axles. Just around some new 305s in the rear. Those are Firestone Indy 500s, and the Nicky Performance short throw shifter. So it's been a long ways work, but it's really enjoyed the car.
And how about the drivability? You're running some decent horsepower. Is this thing drivable?
Very much drivable. So dynoed at 510 horse, 468 torque at the wheels, but very much so, very easy to drive. I would love to drive it daily if the gas wasn't so expensive, but the drivability is great.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us, and we'll see you out here again.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, here I'm with Stefano. He's the president of Nicky Performance, and the car you brought out today, this is one of your personal cars?
This is one of our personal cars. It's our shop car, but I'd like to start out with introducing and saying that this is the annual Villa Olivia event for the Chicago Next Gen Club, and the club specializes in 5th and 6th Gen Camaros. I mean, anybody's welcome to come out and have a good time, but it's an annual event. There's about 50 plus cars here, and we cruise out to Villa Olivia, the resort, and enjoy a wonderful brunch, and we've been doing that every year since the club's been founded almost 10 years ago. So here we are today, and going back to the car, Dave, you mentioned that it is a shop car. It's been our research and test bed for the LT platform. The car runs a LT1 engine, and it has a stock short block. It's what's called our Stage 2S, which is Stage 2 because we do a head and cam package to it, and S because it's got a supercharger. Now, as with any of our cars, these are street cars. Now, you can take them to track events, autocrosses, road race courses, drag strips, half mile. We even have some cars doing 1.5 mile events. Our cars will compete very favorably at those events, but first and foremost, they are street cars that you can drive anywhere. You can jump in this car, drive it to California and back without any check engine lights, codes, and it runs almost like stock, other than the big cam, sound, and of course the horsepower. But this car is putting out over 700 horsepower to the rear wheels. It'll do over 200 miles an hour on the top end, and at the track, we've driven it there and it's run 1020s in the quarter pretty easily. We actually expect to get this into the 990s this year. Again, not a drag car, so it's not a priority to us, but just a lot of fun, and that's moving in a convertible. So what this car features is a Magnuson supercharger, 2.3 liter heartbeat supercharger is the crux of this engine, and we're running this on only 11 pounds of boost, and that supercharger is actually capable of almost 16 pounds of boost and well over 1,000 gross horsepower. I mean, right now we're about 800, but the stock short block will only take so much, and longevity is very important to us. We're not just pushing things to get a number. We drive these cars. We take them to touring events, power tour, muscle car adventures, and we use the cars in the good weather, so we want them to last, and we don't want to deal with any breakdowns. The car features our Stage 1 cam, which is a more conservative cam. We actually have a Stage 2 cam, which is good for approximately another 30 horsepower. But again, we're kind of at the limits of the short block right now, so we don't want to push it any further. The car does run on E85 fuel. It's set up for flex fuel. So whatever you put in this 91, 93 octane or E85 or any mix thereof, the flex fuel sensor will figure out exactly what the content is and properly adjust the tune once we've turned on the tables and set them up appropriately. The car features this one has Mickey Thompson ET Street 2 drag radials, because you need that to hook up the power or you just absolutely spin the tires. So that's what we're running for tires. We do have some DSS axles and drive in a one-piece drive shaft. Not because anything broke, but again to ensure that we have something that can handle the power and do it for a long period of time. So wonderful package, Nicky Stage 2S. If you need to find out more about this package, you can call us at area code 630-377-1222 or check out our website at www.nickyperformance.com. And right here next to us, we've got another one of our cars that I'd like to talk about as well. This is a Nicky ZL1 Stage 2 package. Stage 2 because it features our head and cam package. And again, this is a stock short block. These we run at about 14 pounds of boost with our pulley setup. It has our head and cam package. This has our CNC ported heads, has our Stage 2 cam in it, and this car is about 750 horsepower to the rear wheels. On a stock ZL1 short block, we don't like to see much over 800 horsepower, again, with longevity in mind. I know there's plenty of guys out there that have track cars that are running 800 horsepower and they're surviving. We agree with that, but we want this car to last forever at that number. This car is capable of 9-second quarter miles the way it's set up, even though it's a heavy convertible with one of our drag packs on it, which would be slicks and skinnies in the front. We've actually run that with other Stage 2 packages, but 750 to the rear wheels, we call it 850 gross horsepower. When we convert these to E85, we can get as high as 843 horsepower out of these, and we call those our 1,000 horsepower package. But this has been a very popular package for the ZL1s. Extremely drivable, extremely usable. This particular customer had us build this car 4 or 5 years ago, has driven it, and it's only been back to the shop for oil changes and routine maintenance. So great drivable package. Again, www.nickyperformance.com or call the shop, area code 630-377-1222. Ask for me, Stefano, or Matt, and we'll be able to tell you more about the packages.
So there you have it, Chicago's Next Gen Car Club. Monthly meetings, check them out online, check them out on Facebook, and we'll see them out here again soon.